basically kills over. Ah!
Whoa!
And he goes unconscious. So now the boat is like going all over the place.
I'm a tell
I go to the wheel straight away. I was like, someone take care of this guy.
I'm gonna run up to this guy and see what's wrong with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw up in my hat.
Okay, so I have Rayne. It seems like you're going right for the boat. Well, you're going for the navigating part of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are there?
it seems like Shalazar is trying to do a medicine check on.
Yeah, I have a let's see how medicine. I also have a medicine kit.
Okay.
Are there any oars to row?
There are no oars. It's just it's basically there's a sail, and the sail's whipping around, and Rayne's trying to do what she can. The boat is just rocking back and forth. The boat is kind of turned to where you're kind of in between the waves now, and everything's sloshing back and forth, side to side. So, all right. So I'm going to need a couple skill checks pretty soon. So first off, you can go ahead and give me a. Are you going to use a kit or are you going to do a check? That's up to you, Shalazar.
What is it? Is it a saving throw? I mean, is it a he's already dead, right?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna do a medicine check.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're gonna do a check. Okay. So don't erase your charge from your kit. So I shouldn't have said he just. It looked like he just died over that. He just killed over. He grabbed his chest and he started going and like some bubbles started coming out of his mouth, and then he looks at you. He was looking at Rayne, and then he just kind of falls over, clutching his chest.
Does anything look suspicious about his death? Like, does it look like he just started choking?
Oh, he just kind of killed over. One second.
Probably had a heart attack. Let's get the life cleric on it. Time to spend some spells.
Okay, so Rayne, you want to get control of this boat, do you not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so seeing that you have, I'm pretty sure you have proficiency in boating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and navigation and all that.
Okay,
so
stuff. Give me a dexterity check, because that's usually driving vehicles. So you can give me a dexterity check, and you can add your proficiency for your navigation and boating and stuff like that.
So dex +2, or plus for navigation as well.
Yeah,
+4.
D20 plus dex plus your proficiency skill.
Okay.
I just wait for her to roll.
Looking for a DC 10.
I'm gonna let the group know that while she's rolling, that he's not breathing anymore.
Grok, thank you very much for the follow, Grok.
Log back in.
Oh my gosh, Rayne!
It's just like a 121. It better not be a 20 like the next one. This is weird.
All right, so as you're trying to get this boat, under control, and the boat capsizes now. The boat just flips over because it's down into the middle of the swells, and Dex, you weren't able to get the boat, and everybody goes into the drink.
Oh, am I wearing my armor still?
You are wearing your armor. Garfunkle, you are wearing your armor also. And, I'm sorry, you and Zodia. So you guys are sinking to the bottom of the bay. You guys are sinking down because of all of the weight of your armor, and what we're gonna get. This is not good. That one Dex, I wasn't planning on you rolling a 1.
That was
Fast
really
Cats,
bad.
thank you very much for the follow.
Tell me count the 20 from last time that I let go.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to roll a 1. So, all right.
I
So
wasn't either.
the boat capsizes. Zibbit, you're in the water. You're okay. You're treading. Shalazar, you're treading. Rayne, you're treading. It's a little harder for you because of I think you're in leather armor. But Zodia and Garfunkle, you guys get thrown from the boat, and you guys start sinking to the bottom.
Are there any ropes attached to
It's
the
nice
boat
knowing you.
that I can try to grab onto or anything like that?
Is the boat sinking?
I will let each of you have an acrobatics check to see if you can hold on to the side of the boat. And if you have athletics, I will let you have your athletics bonus once. So if you have, it'll be a dexterity check, and if you have either acrobatics or athletics, I'll let you add the proficiency. So it'll be 1d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency for either or. Shalazar, you don't need to worry about it. This is only for Garfunkle and Zodia.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because they know that
sorry,
they're.
dude,
I'll
threw you
let
off.
you guys can. Cyborg will say that you grabbed on Dex also.
Yeah, right. Have fun, guys, at the lighthouse.
I'm like a little water skipper. I'm just so light that I'm just floating on top of the water.
Zodia, you're able to hold on. Now, Garfunkle, you start sinking. As you're going down, all of a sudden you are on the bottom. You can look up, and your ears are now starting to pop. You're probably about 20 to 25 feet down.
As I'm sinking, I want to say, "God damn you, Rayne!"
You say that as you're drowning in
you
water.
may want to try to conserve your air, genius.
Yeah. Just
Well,
die.
you know,
Say,
he's-
"God damn
he's-
you too, Zibbit!"
He sank pretty fast. Maybe we should grab a rope and dive it down there.
All right. I grab a rope, or I grab a rope out of my bag, man. Toss it to
Wait, I was gonna say weigh it down with someone because rope just kind of floats in water.
I thought somebody had a grapple hook, but whatever.
I have a crowbar and a hammer. It depends what you want to throw at him.
So I give like my half to Rayne, and then I take the other half and I start swimming down to save Garfunkel.
I rolled in my.
1 second. So you guys are now all starting to, hang on to the boat. The boat is now capsized, and you guys are not noticing the cleric is not around. So you guys won't know exactly. And once you guys have your your bearings, you guys notice that Garfunkel is nowhere around. So
So I guess I'll hold my breath.
Hold your breath.
Look underwater.
Garfunkel, you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier. So, what is your Constitution modifier?
2.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for 3 minutes. So, you've been holding your breath for about 30 seconds so far. So, we're going to go to turn-based. So, everybody
Sweet.
go ahead and roll initiative real quick. Let's see what you guys do.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh yeah,
It's okay.
I was a Bose something or other for 10 freaking years. Here, let me run this boat. Darn.
Well, I was.
She's a landlubber now.
I'm actually
It's
best friends with with a mermaid, so we're cool. I should be.
Oh yeah, let me just pencil that in. Half
I
mermaid.
just did.
All right, so I need a couple more people in
Ooh,
the
Zivit
tracker.
didn't seem
Who
to.
didn't get put in?
It didn't do me, but I thought I did it. Let me try again.
No problem. No.
Yeah, 16.
Mine finally went through.
I think roll 20 is a little slow tonight.
I think what it is when everybody does it at one time, I think it just kind of overloads the turn tracker as it's trying to send data into this turn order box, and I think it just kind of, doesn't catch some of them. Okay, so
Well, I rolled it and it was 13, and then I re-rolled it and it's 16.
So the sea is
you can do whatever
choppy.
you want.
There's a lot of wind. It's now starting to rain. It's starting to thunder and lightning all around you. There's lots of items. A couple barrels floating in the water, a couple crates. What are you guys doing? You guys do not see Garfunkle.
How far are we from the lighthouse?
You're about halfway, so you're about 150 yards out.
Hmm.
Can we,
What?
you guys want to try and rope together some barrels?
I think first we need to probably hold our breaths, open our eyes underwater, and see if we can spot out
Yeah, let's
Garfunkel where we are,
Find Garfunkel
and
first.
then call out. There he is. Maybe
Let's,
we need to do perceptions or something. I don't know.
yeah, let's So, Dave, what do you want us to do then?
You want to go turn base?
Yeah, we're going turn base. So, Shalal, what are you doing? Shalazar.
I'm
So,
going to go ahead and.
you guys can all talk with one another. I mean, this is. But just remember, time is ticking as you guys are talking.
Okay. Well, let's not panic. First of all, let's I'm going to take a piece of rope out of my backpack, and I'm going to tie it, I guess, to a piece of the mast. That's laying maybe like some of the
How are you going to take this out of your backpack? I'm kind of curious. As you're
floating
in water.
I mean, I take off my backpack, and the backpack's still floating, right? It's not gonna sink.
I don't know if the backpack would float. I mean, it's got a lot of shit in it, so I would think the backpack would probably sink.
Lucky he wraps everything in bubble wrap, so.
Alright, so then I'm just going to the boat has a lot of rope in it. Maybe kind of search see if there's any like buoyancy or anything around me. I know there has to be a lot of
well, the boat's capsized.
Okay.
There's a lot of crates, boxes, and shit floating in the water, trash.
So it's not only
clothing
capsized,
garments.
but it's turtled. It's
Yeah,
all the way
it's
upside down.
down. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right, so Dave, I'm going to is the boat like sinking or is it staying afloat at this point?
It's floating on the top of the water.
All right, so Dave, I want to swim towards the boat and get on top of it, the bottom of half of the boat, or the bottom of the boat.
Okay, so give me an acrobatics check to see if you can climb up this slippery boat. You're able to get up there. Takes you, you're slipping around, but you're able to get up on the top.
All right, Dave. I'm going to at this point.
Movement?
That's my movement. So now I'm going to
Correct.
take, I guess, an action, and I'm going to take the backpack. Is my back? I still have my gear, right?
Jefferson, thank you very much. Oh yeah,
Right.
you have
Okay.
all of your gear. Yeah. It's all
Okay,
soaked.
I'm gonna take off my backpack
Jefferson, thanks
and
again for the
pull out my rope, my hempen rope,
Okay.
50 feet, and I'm gonna toss it to Zodia.
Okay.
Like toss it at him and start wheeling him in. guess,
Zodia's hanging onto the boat.
Oh, he's already.
Yeah, I'm on the side.
Oh, everyone's hanging on the boat.
Yeah,
Besides,
Zodia is gonna have to. Zodia it's really heavy. You trying to hold on to the to the side of the boat. Your grip is also slipping a little bit. So.
Okay, so then can I go up to him and pull him up?
You can next round. Yes, you can. I'll let you do that
Okay.
next round. So, all right, Zibbit, what are you doing now? And this is all starting to happen at the same time. So, Zibbit,
Okay,
what are you doing?
so let me ask a out of character question for you, Dave. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to detect magic and kind of see if I can focus on where Garfunkle is. I think he had like a potion of good and evil or something. But would I be able to detect magic on a potion and
Sure.
focus it like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Potions are magical. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is it takes one action. So for my action as I'm floating there, I will cast Detect Magic and try to, it says for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around a visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic, if any. So
You can.
what I'd like...
There's
Okay,
a small hint of magic that appears to be down on the bottom. Actually down in the water, deep down into the water.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell to everybody, kind of in the location.
Great job on that.
It's
to find him.
it's forward.
Awesome job.
X amount of feet.
Awesome job.
And down about 30 feet. And then for my movement, I will hold my breath, and I'm gonna dive down to see if I can see him, or dive to see if I can get to him. Maybe do a mouth to mouth. I don't know if he would know that though, since that's kind of a newer type of deal.
All right, so you can swim up to, I believe, swimming and climbing is like half your movement. So you can descend down into the water, and you can start swimming down. Now, as you start swimming down, Zibbit, you notice that this little glint of magic is starting to get closer. You can't quite distinguishly make out what it is yet, but it does seem to be getting closer to you.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, he has a potion.
So I can move half my
So
movement, so I
that
can
would
move
be
15
magical.
feet.
They're
And you
considered
said that
magic
this is about
items,
30
so.
feet, so then
Perfect
I
move
guess,
on his part. I didn't expect
wait till
him
the next
doing
turn
that.
to finish my movement.
Yep. So you're about 12 feet down, and now you can start to feel the pressure building up in your ears a little bit. All right. So Zodia, what are you doing? And what is your con? So I can your con modifier.
Con modifier is 1.
No, I'm talking for Zibbet. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 2.
Okay. Often Broke, thank you very much for the follow. All right, Garfunkle, you are starting to run out
Zodian
of breath.
get his
What?
turn.
Did I? Oh, I
You
must have
just
double clicked.
yeah.
Sorry about that. Zodia, what are you doing?
Oh, no worries.
All right, so you're kind of struggling, trying to hold on to this boat. It's, you're weighing quite a bit. I think you have. Let's see, what's your weight at?
Well, 139.
Yeah,
In my
you have
bag.
139 pounds. Your chainmail's like 55 pounds. You're gonna be okay this round. But is there anything that you want to do?
Boy, I sure wish I
what
didn't
would
have
your
this heavy
actions
pot
do?
in my backpack. Is there anything near me? Is there anything near me that's floating? Like a barrel or a piece of driftwood or something?
Sure. There's a rather large. Actually, the old man's seat, a nice cushioned seat, is floating by you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out for that. Try and stabilize myself.
Okay. So you want to hold on to it, put it under the water to see if you can kind of relieve some of the weight.
Yeah, like one arm on that, one arm on the side of the capsized ship.
Okay, that's a good idea. I like it.
Trying to distribute my weight.
All right. So you have the cushion under one arm. You're holding onto the other arm. That's your action. Do you want to do anything else? You kind of want to make any movement. You can move half your movement, possibly. Maybe kind of scoot around on the rim of the boat. So I don't know. That choice is up to you. Or you can
I'm just
stay
gonna.
where you're at.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang tight where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea, Wee Willie, so I'm definitely going to reward it. Alright, so Garfunkle, you're up now. So you are starting to, your body is starting to really crave air now. What do you want to do? I mean, you got 3 rounds. It's obviously going to take you longer than that to get... It's going to take you longer than that. It's going to take you, I think, donning armor is 10, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So you're definitely in trouble, and your body is craving air. So,
are there any whales or dolphins swimming around?
no, there are not.
I mean,
This
I've
is an
heard
episode
dolphins do come to your save, sometimes.
What is this, Flipper?
That you can see several. You've seen several small fish running around. Swimming around down there. Sandy bottom, a couple strands of seaweed, but it's actually a pretty clean bottom.
And I'm actually at the bottom, right?
You are.
I'm all the way at the bottom.
You're at the bottom. You're
is it
basically
dark?
standing there. It is dark. You can still see. Yeah, it's sort of like a dim light. But yes, you can see, and you can see the boat up top. You can see a couple people hanging on, and you can also see possibly someone swimming in the water also.
Alright, am I able to cast Sacred Flame at maybe
the boat to burn it? Bring them down here
it's radiant energy, so I don't know if it's gonna burn it, but I just want to let them know where I'm at, so maybe I can cast Sacred Flame so they can see the energy like leave
I
my
think
hand.
we kind of have an idea with Zibbet swimming towards you.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. You guys are up top. He's down on the bottom. So, you know, he really doesn't know that. He doesn't know that you guys know. I mean, honestly.
Well, now I do. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can cast. I mean, there's several things. You know, there's like a wrench that has hit the ground from, you know, falling down from the boats. There's also several other items that have actually hit the ground around you. It looks like the boat is kind of moving off a little bit, probably from the current also. Not much, maybe just a couple feet. Because when you first got down to the bottom, the boat was directly over you. But now that you're looking, it's kind of over to the right a little bit more.
Okay, so I'm going. My options are pretty much limited, so I'm gonna send up like a sacred flame, kind of like a flare gun, and just send it up through the water into the air so they can see it.
Let me look at underwater combat. 1 second.
You need to do that to see if you're going to hit me in the face with that flare. Maybe I should start playing my bagpipes. Hey, maybe there'll be air in my bagpipes.
It wouldn't hit you for much if it did.
Just give me 1 second, everybody. Page 198, underwater combat. Something that I didn't expect. I thought she would nail the roll. It was such a low DC, but I should have planned.
This is a perfect time for the scroll of comprehend languages.
I was thinking about that potion of flying. I wish I had it.
Yeah, you don't.
How do you drink a potion underwater?
Yeah,
Just very, very carefully.
I put it to my mouth and I just suckle it.
So, melee weapon attacks, ranged weapon attacks are disadvantage. Doesn't say anything about casting spells underwater.
I guess if it's verbal, but I guess it doesn't have a verbal component, does it?
No.
It just does it, or does it not?
I'll look.
Because to me, if it has a verbal component, that would kind of blow things. Because it
Is that a
It does
V?
verbal. It does have a verbal.
Zibbet, whose side are you on?
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
V
I was gonna check that anyway. That was I'm kind
V
of looking
means
at
it's
things
very good spell.
systematically. Yeah.
It means
V
I'm
means it's a
still
very good
virgin.
spell to cast. It means you're
Yeah,
still a
verbal
virgin.
and somatic. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able
That's
to cast.
I still have
Sacred
a
Flame.
grappling hook. Can I take out my grappling hook and throw it up through the water? Maybe.
25 feet.
Yeah, I mean I'm super strong. Have you seen my?
Under the pressure of the ocean as well.
Yeah.
Are you on my
Gravity
side too? Like, what is
I'm
this?
just saying, like, hey, if you're gonna play the game, play it properly, you know.
Whatever.
You can pull your grappling. You can pull your grappling hook out. If you
Sure.
want to.
Just hopefully somebody comes saves me, because I mean I am the healer of the group.
A lot of good you're going to do us dead.
Who's gonna heal the healer? You know what I mean? Who's gonna heal the healer? When
I know.
The healer.
Dave,
needs
that's so
healing?
deep.
Zodiac.
Who
I want to
heals
know
the
who's
healer?
giving me mouth to mouth after all this.
What do you mean after? I'm doing it right now.
Dibs
All
on
right.
it.
So Garfunkle, you pull your hook out. Rayne, what are you doing? You are hanging on to the side of the boat also.
Okay. I'm going to dive underwater and look generally where Zibbet said before he dived underwater for Garfunkle. I'm going to double movement and use my cunning action for an extra 15 feet of movement, I think.
Check you out. I like it.
No, it's another. Missing. I've got further movement, so it is 15. So it's a total of 45 feet movement.
Plus you
to
have.
explore.
You're going to be able to see in the water, along with
Mhm.
let's see. Let me.
Plus your horns are like little jets.
Yeah, for the vision for Garfunkle, you can see shadows up top, but you can't see distinctively because you're a human. But now Rayne, as you start to descend down into the water, you basically zip right past especially with all of your swimming skills and being a pirate and such a great navigator, such a great a follower of the sea. You basically zip right
Don't
past
stick your
Zibbet
finger, dude.
as you get down to the bottom of the ocean. Well, you get down to the bottom of the bay, and you can actually see Garfunkel. He's starting to become uncomfortable, and looks like he's trying to move, and it's just not working for him. And it looks like he's really starting to get pretty hurting from lack of oxygen. Get pretty hurting from lack of oxygen. That was great grammar, David.
So can I like try to grab
you're
him
down
and
to
start
the bottom. Yeah,
pulling him
that's
up or something?
your
Yeah.
action is to dash. You basically dash down to the bottom.
Yeah.
You
So
can
next turn
actually
I
see
will
him.
take
Yeah,
the
you're
stone.
right there with him. Zibbet, you're about halfway, but Zibbet you can also you can also see because you have dark vision.
Dark vision.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
So
allow
I
you to
saw
have
I
that
saw
down here,
Rayne
Rock.
saw her just swim right past me like a rocket.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. She was like a submarine just barreling right on by.
She's coming to take my coin purse, and that's it.
All right, Shalazar, what are you doing? You just saw
All right.
Rayne dip down into the water. The gnome dip down into the water. What's your Constitution modifier, Rayne?
1.
Ooh, okay.
So not good.
I should get down there, but I'm gonna help big ol'. I have my rope still, right?
You do. You're holding your rope.
Okay.
You're up on the top of the water. You've seen a couple people dive down
Diving
into the water.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna ask. I'm
Zodia
gonna.
reach over, grab that big cushion, kind of hold himself up with that and the boat.
I'm gonna ask Zodia if he's all right. Does he need assistance up?
I think I'm alright for now.
All right. So I'm going to tie the rope to do we? Is there anything to tie on top of this? Is there like on top? What do I see?
You can see the gnome a little bit as he's descending down into the water, but Rayne, you don't see her.
He means like the keel of the boat.
Yeah.
He means as the boat's turtled, he wants to tie something to something that's jutting out from the bottom of the boat.
You could probably
Is the anchor or no? I mean, I guess it
No.
wouldn't be a really huge boat.
no. It's like I said, it's like a skiff about 25, 30 feet long. I mean, there's nothing visibly on the bottom of the boat that you can tie anything to. I mean, you could. There's probably possible other options that you could do, but you would have to think of them.
All right. So this is my plan. I'm going to
I know it.
tie the rope to myself around my waist.
He could actually swim under the boat, tie it onto something, and then go down. Okay, you're tying it around your waist. All right, that'll be an action.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna take a double movement and jump into the ocean, into the water.
Okay. All right, so let's see. We'll say that, seeing that you can draw a sword as part of your movement, we'll say that you can actually tie a rope around your waist as as part of your movement also, and you can double movement, especially seeing that you're small, nimble creature. You can get down to the bottom of the water quite